Hi, and thank you so much for popping by. My name is Dr. Rita Pobalozi. Feel free to call me Dr. Balozi or Dr. Bowie. On this clip, I'm going to talk a little bit about solar panel devices. Why am I talking about solar panel devices? Well, that's because I have come across some research, I've come across some information, some news coverage, that is indicating that there is some sense of hesitancy towards the use of solar panel devices. Now, one key thing that is coming up in this research that I'm reading is that, sometimes, apart from the technical issues of whether we have the right people supplying these devices or whether we have the quality products in terms of solar panel devices, apart from those issues, one of the other issues that is really standing up from this particular study that I was reading is that, there is a lack of knowledge about what solar panel devices are, how they are used, what are the potential risks, if at all. Can we learn a little bit more about these devices? Now, in this case, I'm not talking only to just what the Botswana government can do, but I'm also talking to the Botswana private sector, right? The people who are producing these solar panel devices, the people who are in the business of marketing these solar panel devices should take up their own social corporate responsibility to make sure that they educate Botswana, they educate the nations about how useful these products are, how safe are they, what are the risks involved, if at all there's any risks involved. Can you make sure that we are enlightened so that we can also help create the demand for the product? Because as I'm seeing from the research that I've read, it shows that there is a sense of lack of knowledge when it comes to the solar panel device, right? Apart from the other technical aspects about the need to produce solar panel devices that are safe, that meet market standards, there's that part of the story, but there's also the part of the story where there is a lack of knowledge when it comes to these devices. And I think it's an opportunity for those who are involved in the business of solar panel devices to make sure that our populations are informed. And in a region such as Southern Africa, we all know that we have situations of power, right? Situations of lack of power, lack of electricity. Some countries in Southern Africa more than others, right? They experience these power cuts more than others. But the key here is that this looks like a major business opportunity or a major missed opportunity. The fact that we are not utilizing or maximizing and leveraging on the absolute sunshine that we see in the Southern African region, right? So this is just me wondering why we don't have solar panel devices maximized and leveraged specifically in the villages, right? Because I think for businesses, generators all good, right? The generator is absolutely the more effective tool for businesses in the cities. But when it comes to the ordinary Botswana, the ordinary people at home in the region of Southern Africa, why is there no much uptake for these devices? Oh my God, I can hear a lot of thunder and lightning outside. I don't know if you can hear it too. But anyway, that is what I wanted to say, to call out to the people who are involved in the production of solar panel devices to take it up as an initiative to make sure that, the population is educated on the benefits or the risks or anything that has to do with the solar panel devices so that we can actually fill these gaps of lack of electricity. From the research that I've seen, these devices would be really good, particularly in the villages. We still have schools that are cooking for their students using firewood in Botswana. Okay, so this is definitely an opportunity, From this research, it shows that there's a very close link between government and the Botswana Power Corporation. And I think the link between the two is perhaps why there is a dependency on coal, right? And perhaps maybe why there's a reluctance to venture into the solar panel device, right? So these political issues can also create some sticky situations when it comes to initiatives, right? So I'm just raising awareness, not to create any political charged conversations, but to raise awareness on some of where the issues might be, right? But I will share the research here on my channel so that you can also be a little bit informed. Alrighty, my friend, thank you so much for popping by. I hope you're having a lovely day where you are, but most importantly, I hope you're having a healthy day wherever you're watching me from. Bye.